Funny enough, and I can laugh about it now, but what I always wanted to do was be a firefighter. So I got out of high school, didn't want to go to college right away, had a couple of smaller scholarships and opportunities, nothing major, no full rides or anything, and wanted to take the year off and work. I just wanted to work. I wanted to earn some money, and I was done with school. Did well in high school, but I just was done with it. So I used that time to kind of figure some things out, took that year off, ended up in Chesapeake College, was a business major my first semester at Chesapeake College, and I realized after taking accounting and business 101 that I had no interest in that either. So that lasted for a semester, jumped into the criminal justice program the following semester. Really wanted to be a firefighter again, was a volunteer firefighter at the age of 18. Applied several, fire departments that were career. Didn't have any luck. Decided to throw my hat in the running for a correctional officer's position. One of my professors at Chesapeake was a police sergeant in Anne Arundel County. He came into class. He said, "Guys, girls, I've got some openings at the detention center over in Annapolis. Not sure if you'd be interested, but here it is." Threw my name into that ring. Got selected, did a year in the Anne Arundel County Detention Center as a correctional officer, got some great experience. It was kind of neat because that was my father's background. He retired as a major from the State Department of Corrections. So he was really super happy and proud, but I knew at that point that the fire side would be neat, but I really kind of looked at that law enforcement, so it was kind of a gradual process. And then in early 1993, I started the process with the Easton Police Department and the Queen Anne's County Sheriff's Office, and they both kind of sort of came calling at the same time. And so I had to make a decision. I had family and friends in Queen Anne's County, didn't really know anything about Easton. Queen Anne's had take-home cars. The pay was a little bit better, so I went with Queen Anne's, and that's kind of what happened. But as far as why I wanted to do it, I mean, I know it's cliche, but I really thought that I could do things to help people. Just wanted to be able to be there to help be a problem solver. And for many calls, you'll see that for the police and first responders, they're pretty routine, and we've kind of seen it before. But for the person that's experiencing it, it could be their worst day of their life. It could be something that they just have no idea how to figure out. And the satisfaction that comes with getting somebody from point A to point B and seeing that change and that help that you've made, again, it sounds cliche, but it's absolutely the best. And that's probably the top reason that I came back to it after that nearly a year off in retirement, when this opportunity came up to be in a community like Chestertown and to be able to be a problem solver. I love it. And it's frustrating when you can't solve the problem. I will say that. When you have something that, you try different things and nothing seems to work, it's something that I take home with me, and I go, okay, well, wait a minute. This is going to take a little more work. So let me spend some more time thinking about it. Sometimes they just occur, like on a traffic stop or a domestic that's heated and you have to go in or whatever. So with that being said, you have to know how to defend yourself. But certainly there is much more of a trend towards de-escalation, and I'm a firm believer in that. The crisis intervention training that's offered by the Santee Group is imperative to me. It's a 40-hour class to where you learn how to cope and manage and address mental health issues that may be occurring that that you're maybe otherwise you wouldn't be aware of, and it teaches you tools to how to avoid that actual use of force. One thing that I saw in training was it was a class that was called verbal judo, and it was a 3-day class that where you learned how to use your voice and your personality and your skills, your words, to talk people out of certain things and to get them to comply with what you want them to do or what you need them to do, as opposed to going hands-on. That's very accurate. I've had some good help and insight from the staff that's here. We sat down early on and had a nice sit-down meeting right in this very room, and everybody attended, which was awesome. And to be able to sit and talk and introduce ourselves kind of, and then go over some expectations and really it wasn't so much about my expectations. It was about more of what they expected of me and how they wanted to see things within the department. Acting Chief Douglas, before he left, he did give me a list of contacts and some important people that he thought it was wise that I introduced myself to. So I started on that right away when I was still in a part-time mode, trying to make a contact or two every week, if not more. I've got almost all in, but there's still several people that I still need to make that connection with and try to line up with. And again, I just want them to know who I am, how to get a hold of me, and find out if there's anything that I can do or we can do as a department to support what they do. I'm here for the long haul. I have retired once, but this is not a retirement job. I think it's important that people know that and they hear it from me. I'm here for the duration. I want to see us, get to where we need to be and then excel beyond that. So
It's a good town.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.